Jen.
I'm Mark.
Welcome back to 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗓.
So we're moving on to Loki episode 2. The variant is what it's called.
The variant. Oh, we're going to learn about this variant.
Someone on our channel said that it was Lady Loki. Ooh. Interesting. It would be cool if it was.
Yeah. Even Kid Loki, though, would be cool too.
Any other variation of Loki.
Yeah, his reincarnations.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about King
again?
And ravana?
Well, I mean, because we know the
judge lady is ravana.
Yeah. So, and because they said her name was Renslayer.
Yeah.
And that apparently is Ravana's name.
Yeah, Ravana Renslayer.
I didn't know she had a surname.
Yeah, me neither. Honestly, I didn't know until I was like, I think it was, I tagged you in it, but it was like a Facebook video that Marvel posted, and they were like, ooh, it's Judge Renslayer. And I'm like, who's Renslayer? So I googled Renslayer Marvel, and it was like Ravana Renslayer. And I was like,
Ravana?
Yeah, so
Kang's love.
Yeah, it's the Kang plot point is happening.
Yeah.
And it's gonna happen in Loki. This is what happens when you read comics. You kind of just know stuff.
I haven't read a single comic, but I've watched... I mean, we've played Marvel Lego. That's where our knowledge comes from.
About Ravana and Kang?
Yeah, that was like number 2.
Oh, yeah. True, yep. Let's just get into it.
Time travel. Oh, this is cosplay, one of them.
It looks like cosplay. She's wearing modern clothing. Not as modern, though.
Move.
So they really just pop in out of nowhere, and they don't care about who sees them because they're like, oh, we're going to reset the timeline anyways.
Yeah.
They could at least try to be stealthy. Honestly, Shrek has ruined a lot of songs for me.
Can't think of anything with the fairy godmother.
Yeah.
Very bad things.
Come on, Chief, where's your man? Oh, hey!
He's a giant child.
He is. He's still young. I don't know.
In Asgardian terms.
Yeah. He's still a kid.
Yeah, I think there was a thing going around that he was 17 in Thor. The first one.
They're the lesser kind, to be
Cosmic mistake.
That's enough.
lovely.
Here's the deal. Well, the other variant. You are differences in
Interesting.
An audience with the timekeepers on the table.
keep that focus.
It's like Loki turns Kang into Kang the Conqueror.
Oh no!
I see myself. We have a
Loki
saying
just trusts him.
in Asgard, to gullible fools. But I, the god of mischief, exploited time and time again, just as you underestimate this lesser Loki, which is
My ears are sharp, too. So, Ravonna, I'm sorry. I realized that my, methods... What happened to the guy I met on the elevator who didn't like to talk? Remember him? Now I'm stuck with the phone, stop yakking away about what makes charm your way in front of the timekeepers, hustle them, and seize control of the TVA. Am I getting warm? A double cross. Reliable lie.
He's such a kid.
He is.
let's just say
What are you doing?
your salad is Asgard
No,
in this scenario.
it's not. That's
It's
my
a metaphor.
lunch.
You. Nice to see you. Because
Oh, don't do...
Oh no, he's salad.
I never stab anyone in the back. That's such a boring form of betrayal.
I've studied almost...
I'd never do it again. You've got bored.
Okay.
If you don't trust me, you can...
Oh no! Oh my gosh! All right.
You're very clever.
I know.
Indy on Asgard?
Yeah. Grapes, nuts.
You're so bitter. Okay, Louis was only sold
And this is all based on a theory from the variant who just blew your previous mission.
Yeah, he's doing great.
As your friend.
Just in case.
Absolutely considered hostile, so stay alert. Every time.
Do you think we'll actually see the variant's face?
Maybe. I feel like it's Kid Loki.
scared little boy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was thinking too, but he talked about the kid in the cathedral.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, maybe
Maybe
not.
it's both.
Yeah.
But maybe that's why the kid trusted him, because it was another kid.
Mm.
The hell was that?
That was me, using magic to dry my clothes. So I don't announce myself with every squeaky footstep like the rest of you.
Why is it the people you can't trust are always saying
Is that Loki?
Yeah, that's other variant Loki.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh.
Mind control. I didn't know Loki could do that.
You're me.
How nice to meet you.
You can call me Randy.
God, now I understand why Thor found this so unusual. I acted your game. Something trying to- You're not the first person to tell me. What? Treat me like this.
This isn't about you.
That's a ton. Oh shit. Oh my god.
Not possible.
Are they going to where the timekeepers are?
Yeah, because if you cause a red spark, like the red line, don't the timekeepers have to come?
I don't know what's happening.
Alright.
Wow, okay.
Well, how was that?
What was that episode about? Holy shit.
The variant, Lady Loki.
Yeah, she's here. It was. So, where are they going? So she bombed the timeline for what?
She wants the timekeepers because the hunter, who was it, C20, told.
Yeah. I thought when the bombs or whatever, the reset thing went through
The time.
yeah, the little holes, I thought they were going to wherever the timekeepers were sitting right now. Like at the moment.
Maybe they're going somewhere.
Yeah, they're going somewhere and they're going to reset the timeline, right?
Well, because in the graphic, it went, because it was the timeline. So I think they just put it in various places in time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that it would just branch out.
Uh-huh.
And they bombed this. Yeah, someone bombed the sacred timeline instead of bombing one giant place. They just bombed it, little bombs everywhere.
Right, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then that would create the multiverse. Yes?
I guess.
Damn.
If
So
they don't fix it, yeah.
yeah, so she really wants to create a multiverse. Why?
Does she want a better Loki?
I don't know what she wants. I guess that's what we're gonna find out, because Loki's come through the portal thing.
With her, so
Yeah.
we'll follow them.
Yeah, and we'll find out her motives, I guess, next episode.
Yeah.
But I am really curious as to why she's doing this. Like, what
Yeah.
does she want to gain from this?
I think in terms of understanding Loki is that we just have to forego the whole heroics. They're
Yeah.
not heroes.
Yeah.
Neither of them are. So we have to just they have selfish measures and intentions and goals, but we just don't know what it is.
What does she want though? Like, is this, because I feel like her goals are bigger than the TVA and the timekeepers. Because Loki wants to overtake the timekeepers and the TVA and
Yeah.
be in charge of the timeline because he thinks that's the biggest power in the world or whatever.
Yeah.
But then Lady Loki, she was like, this is so much bigger than that, or like, this isn't about you or whatever she
Yeah.
said. What does she want to do? Does she want... I feel like her goal here is to actually just get rid of the sacred timeline and open up the multiverse.
So there is no one timeline.
Yeah, but I'm not sure why she wants to do that.
She wants to take control of her own path.
Maybe get rid of the timekeepers altogether, like have actual free will. I don't know, maybe she wants to create her army of Lokis.
Does she? She doesn't need to, I don't think. If she wanted to recruit Loki, she would have been nicer to him.
Yeah.
She threw him around.
Yeah, and he's like, I wouldn't treat me like
Yeah. I feel like she's she's doing that. She bombed the sacred timeline because she wants the multiverse, or she wants the timekeepers.
Okay.
One or the other, because when it reaches the red line, then reaches Nexus event, and then the timekeepers have to step in. I think that's what the beginning graphic that Miss Minutes told us.
Oh, was it? I thought, because I don't know, throughout the episode they were like, once it reaches Nexus event, you can't go back.
I guess she wants. Then yeah, she would like she was looking to create chaos.
Yeah.
And then so that no one can go back to what they had.
Yeah.
So that things will be permanent, I guess.
Yeah. But then why does she want the multiverse so bad? What is she trying to do? What's her goal?
What if... This is weird, but what if to create the best Loki, she sleeps with a Loki and then has a child, and that's Kid Loki? Do you...
It's a bit odd.
Yeah.
It's like self-obsessed, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to think about that. I feel like Marvel wouldn't go there. They haven't, like, I know Norse mythology is like weird as fuck.
Yeah.
But I feel like when Marvel took Norse mythology and made it their own, they decided not to go down that route. So I don't think we're going to have that. I sure hope we will. But we got Lady Loki.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get Kid Loki. I think just one variant for now.
I thought Lady Loki would have black hair.
Yeah, me too.
I used to see her with like longer black hair.
I guess
it's just the blonde vibes gives me Enchantress, not
Yeah.
Loki. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. This is like Loki has dark hair, Thor is the light hair.
Yeah.
Just like you don't change that up or else it's a bit weird.
Yeah, if it's green and blonde, that's Enchantress.
Yeah, honestly, as I was watching this, I was like, oh, imagine if Enchantress was here. Because it's just like, the green magic just kept lighting up.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that is so Enchantress.
Yeah. Maybe this is like Enchantress, but it's like Loki Enchantress, because she's from another universe.
Mm-hmm. So she's not goddess of mischief. She's like Enchantress. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe so.
Like maybe they just took that for Loki to explain Lady Loki instead of just say it's Loki. You know?
Yeah. Instead of being like, oh yeah, and then when this ice giant birthed her, instead it's like Enchantress Loki.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame. You don't got to change the backstory completely. But...
Yeah. Because she did do enchantments and stuff to make the eyes green.
I mean, I'm not going to be upset about introducing Enchantress into the MCU.
Yeah. But Enchantress is Amora, not Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're two different characters, and it's just like, stop trying to push them into one just because you don't want to tell Amora's story.
Yeah. I feel like this is actual Lady Loki.
Yeah. It's just her aesthetic kind of just threw me off for a bit.
Yeah. I was like, where's the dark hair? What is this?
That's about it. I just took notes on the duplication, casting, and illusion projection that Loki was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seems important that they would detail and specify
The difference. Yeah.
So I just wrote that down. I forgot the difference already, but I wrote it down anyways.
I mean, I kind of wasn't paying attention when he was talking about it.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah. I feel like it was just for the fans, though, because a lot of, I don't know, Loki fans, they were like, oh, what's the difference in his powers? It seems like lame writing to have the same powers and then call it different names or whatever. And then... So then they were like, oh yeah, here's the difference, and then they were just explaining it for us as well. And then that's what his little quip was when he was like, but you already know that.
Maybe. I don't know, I feel like it's something's gonna happen in the future.
Yeah, about illusions and duplicate casting or whatever the fuck, yeah.
And it's gonna be one or the other when they think it's the other.
Yeah. Yeah, that feels like a final episode type of
Callback.
plot twist or whatever. Yeah.
It's like you think he's dead, but woo, it was a duplicate. Something like that, I don't know.
What if that's... No, but that's not what happened with Thanos, though.
No.
Yeah.
He died. That was End of Fire.
Yeah, End of Fire. Okay, and then C20, talking about how it's real or whatever?
Yeah, something's real. The end of the world.
What happened?
I don't know.
Did, like, Lady Loki torture her?
Either that or she showed her something. Because she ended up telling her where the timekeepers were. I don't know, maybe she wanted to know where the timekeepers were, but then C20 was like, nah. But then Lady Loki showed her something, and then that scared her, So she told her.
Yeah. Then what? And why does she keep repeating it's real?
I don't know.
What's real? Does the TVA, will it still exist after this? Because they're all kind of jumping through the portals to the different timelines trying to correct everything now, right?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming they've like kind of going to, what do you call it? Not deport, but like employ all of their time variance officers or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just like, will there be anyone left at the TVA? Like, how many officers do they have, and how many variations or how many nexus points is there going to be? I guess it also depends where Lady Loki and normal Loki went, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, where are they going? Did they go back to the TVA, or are they going to another point in time, or are they going directly to the Timekeepers?
I think they're going somewhere else, like not the Timekeepers, but somewhere else. I feel like it would be way too soon to meet the Timekeepers.
Yeah. How many episodes are we getting? 6?
Maybe? I don't actually know.
I feel like it's 6. So we're almost at the halfway point, which means next episode, I assume, is when it kicks off further, because this is the beginning of the kickoff.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're gonna reach the peak next episode.
Yeah.
Or either that or episode 4. And then
The conclusion.
yeah. This is good. I actually really like Loki. I hate how much I like it, but I do like that I'm enjoying it. So
Yeah.
congrats to them, I guess.
Yeah. It's because they put it in a plot. I wasn't expecting the plot.
I'd be really upset if this didn't create the multiverse.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they kind of have to. The TVA is here. Like, what else would not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because it feels dumb if they establish the TVA, if they establish Nexus points, if they establish multiverse, they establish the Timekeepers and Kang and all that, and then they're like, but there's no multiverse.
They have to do multiverse. We've got the multiverse of madness for Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And we've got Spider-Man. We don't know if it's a multiverse, but like, there's a lot of rumors going around.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors about many Spider-Man in that one.
Yeah, so it's just we have to get the multiverse.
Yeah.
At this point, it's just a matter of, I mean, we've kind of already have been open to that since Far From Home. They don't really have to explain how it happened.
Yeah.
We just want it to happen at this point.
Yeah.
But this kind of feels like an explanation of how it happened in here.
Yeah.
Or like, because they're not in the MCU right now. Loki and stuff. Loki is in the TVA living in a separate timeline.
Yeah.
From the MCU that we know. So like, this could be the event that caused it to happen, and then when we get back to the MCU, which is like that Earth 999, however many nines, not Earth 606, that's bullshit. So when we go back to that Earth, it's just like, that's the consequence. They don't know why this is happening, but it's the consequence of it, and now they just have to go through it, and Doctor Strange has to do the multiverse of madness and stuff.
I'm willing to say that the TVA manages to close most of the branches. They manage to fix most of it, but not all of it. And the ones that they don't manage to fix will be what the movie then deals with.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it feels like it's too much for all of them, for all these multiverses to be out there. But then it also feels like kind of dumb to be like, oh, look at all these multiverses that are going to happen. And then they all get closed off because they're like, and the TVA did their job. And it's just like, come on. Like, we've been waiting for this since WandaVision. Or like, even, like you said, Spider-Man, Far From Home.
Far From Home gave it to us.
Yeah, so it's just like,
what if Ravonna, I don't know how Mobius said her name. I say Ravonna, but
then Mobius was like, Ravonna?
Yeah. What if she dies? What if she dies?
I don't want her to die.
Yeah, but what if she does?
And
Kang is going through the multiverse looking for versions of her.
Is he the one that's giving her all these gifts? Because that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
When Mobius was talking about it.
It's like your favourite analyst?
Yeah, and she's just like, I'm not going to say anything because it's not an analyst.
Yeah. It's
Kang.
Timekeeper.
Yeah. Mr. Timekeeper Kang.
Yeah. Like, what if she dies and he's just like, I'm gonna go look for other versions of her throughout different universes?
So then he doesn't let them get closed. So then what happens with Lady Loki? He just lets her go all around willy-nilly. Does he try to get revenge on her? Because he's just like, oh, you're the reason why everyone is dead.
Maybe that's in 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗓.
So is he the big bad of the next phase? Or this next saga?
Possibly.
I don't know how they're going to explain Kang in the MCU, but I am excited for him to be here.
I don't know. I just like him as a
Villain.
Yeah, he's so cool. Like, he just brings out so many possibilities for stuff happening.
Yeah.
And you just have to sit there and take it because it's time travel. And we're gonna meet a timekeeper and it's gonna be Kang.
Do you think we'll actually see him though? Or do you think they'll wait until the movie
To introduce his cast.
Yeah.
I hope they had him on set and he was filming and no one said a single thing. I hope. That is one of my biggest things. Because they did that with Rhodey in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I had no idea he was
Yeah,
there.
me neither.
So it's just like, I hope we get the same here, in that we had someone in here
Yeah.
and no one said a single thing.
Yeah, because they were real quiet and they were real good about keeping their secrets. What if we get introduced to the other two timekeepers, but not the Kang one? For them to be like, oh, he went rogue, we don't know where he is, and then that's how they explain his non-presence.
I guess.
Real upset about that one, huh?
Yeah, I just wanted to meet Kang.
Yeah, I feel like he's too big to introduce in a TV show.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a movie man.
Yeah, they'll probably make little hints and just be like, yeah, he's gone. I
Yeah.
don't know where he is. And then they'll show him in 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗓 getting out of the goddamn quantum
Yeah.
verse. Or I don't know what it's called. Quantum something. Realm.
Yeah.
Quantum realm.
The TVA being in the quantum verse is interesting.
Because they could do anything, get away with anything. They're tiny. And they're just traveling through time, through different points of time, because that's how the Avengers did it.
Yeah.
So they could just do the same here, and they just open it with time doors instead of whatever device Tony made. Alright, so I think that wraps up our discussion of Loki episode 2, The Variant. We'll see you next week for episode 3, but in the meantime, why don't you drop us a like or a comment, subscribe, or find us on socials, Twitter, Instagram,
TikTok.
sometimes. Sometimes. We're at 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗓𝗦 across all socials. So yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye!